What's going on, Faded Culture? Welcome back to another tutorial. Today we're going to be running down the step-by-step process on how to achieve the perfect lineup on a mustache. Just like every other tutorial that we do, you're going to want to start off by either combing or brushing the hair depending on the length. For this one specifically, I'm going to go ahead and brush it and trim it down to a 1 guard, lever fully closed. And just be very wary of the teeth of the guard. If the client asks for anything longer than the 1 guard, you got to come in a sideways motion because you're going to run into that possibility of the teeth going into the nostrils, which you don't want to happen. Once you're done trimming it, you're going to go ahead and grab your actual trimmer and start with the bottom hair. Make sure you always clean those. I've seen many mustaches where the top is lined up, but yet the bottom hairs are basically going into the mouth and they're eating them with their lunch. Once you're done with that, go ahead and trim up the top and make sure that you're coming all the way to the top from the nostril. And this is where it's very important that you watch that tutorial that we have on how to properly zero gap your trimmers, because if you overly gap them, you're going to end up scratching your clients in these very sensitive areas. And as for the size of the mustache, even though they don't have a goatee, I like to pretend they do, and that's where I basically cap the ends of the mustache. From there, I'm going to go ahead and proceed with my electric shaver. This is another huge tip. Because of the electric shaver, I'm able to go against the grain on the mustache area and not just come with the grain, which a lot of people normally do when using just a straight razor. Now I'm going to go ahead and load up my actual razor using our Faded Culture razor blades, which you can find all our products at fadedculture.com. For this particular tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and use my slide razor, which has these predetermined slots for the razor, which is super easy for a beginner to use. And now, because I am going to be touching my client's face, I'm going to go ahead and put on my Faded Culture gloves. Rubbing that shave gel all the way down. And I go ahead and roll up a Xanax strip into my opposite hand, so that way I have somewhere to basically wipe the blade after every few strokes. In this tutorial, I'm coming straight for the mustache, but if you're doing a full haircut and beard lineup work, when it comes down to the actual razor work, I always suggest that you start with the mustache because oftentimes it is the thickest area. And here I'm going to go ahead and start by using my opposite hand by help stretch out that skin. Notice how I pulled his nose up, making him look like he's from WAHL. That's going to basically help me apply as much tension as I need to. And notice how my tension is coming from the top and not the bottom. Reason being is because if I were to stretch the skin from the bottom, I run into that risk of the razor jumping and me just cutting myself. Again, making him look like he's from WAHL, stretching that nose up all the way, and using my opposite hand to help stretch that skin, and then still even asking him to bubble up his upper lip. All of these factors just basically help that tension and makes it a lot easier for my razor to slide. I know in the beginning, a lot of the times for barbers, when we're first starting off, it's just so awkward and it's very weird to be touching clients' face in this manner, but it's something you got to get over with. It comes with time and it comes with confidence. And again, just capping it off as if he has a goatee. And just like all our shave work, you always grab your comb or your brush afterwards and remove all the excess shave gel and go over any lineup that you need to. I'm showing you how I basically wipe after every few strokes on my Xanax strip. This is why it's important that you have one. Please do not wipe it on your hand or on your client's forehead. And for the final tips that I have, if you're still struggling with the tension on that upper lip, just go ahead and reach in his mouth and pull that lip down. Sometimes you might need extra help. For instance, here I called my brother to just help me pull that lip down. Fortunately, he was here to help me. He pulled through, and look at all that tension. It just makes a razor slide that much easier. And that's pretty much it for this tutorial, guys. Here's a before and after of the mustache. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all took something new. As always, please let us know down in the comments which tutorials y'all would like to see next. My name is Adrian and Barron, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Oh, and before we go, Take note on how I sprayed the aftershave into that Xanax strip and then I just patted it onto the mustache. That's super comfortable for the clients, guys, so go ahead and attempt that. Again, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.